Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Kaylin Cockrell. Thank you for tuning in to our Year in Review show. Today we'll highlight some of the most important stories that occurred in and around Bloomington in 2011. This year has been a busy and exciting one for the city of Bloomington. In March, Bloomington's State of the City presentation was held at Civic Plaza. This year's theme, Bloomington Connected, highlighted the power technology has to help increase the quality of services provided to the residents of Bloomington.
Over the years, people formed communities to interface with each other and take advantage of opportunities for employment, cultural and social interactions, and education that didn't exist on the farms and in the rural areas. Now, people are able to connect with friends and family and businesses in new ways, and most of the time it's using technology that is changing ever so fast.
During the presentation, Mayor Winstead and City Manager Mark Bernardson discussed up-and-coming projects like the Penn American District and the South Loop District, renewal highlights from the past year, and estimated service costs. Both agreed that meeting the needs of today meant using technology to sustain Bloomington for the long term. Three of the many ways the city is doing this is through snow removal information updates, changes that enhance city police cars, and embracing the growing popularity of social media.
My name is Charles Wild, and I'm a Public Works computer analyst. We work every day to use technology to better serve you.
If you ask most Minnesotans, winter is the longest season by far. City of Bloomington's street maintenance teams are choosing to embrace the long season by researching and formulating new and improved ways to manage snow cleanup. The year 2010 marked a milestone for Public Works crews as they took the first step to making a sought-after dream a reality.
We are adding, it's called GPS AVL, to our street plows and our sidewalk plows. What it's designed to do is track our snow plows and our sidewalk plows as they do snow clearing and snow removal throughout the city.
This piece of technology will allow the city to monitor where its plows have been and where they're headed, anytime throughout the course of their routes.
We're hoping to use that information to analyze the different plow routes. Are we being as efficient as we can be? We can pull the data from the vehicles to see how much salt we use in the different watershed districts and the different plow areas, and even how much a particular driver has used throughout the city during his route.
Each plow equipped with the GPS AVL unit has an antenna on board. This allows the data collected to be transmitted to a server using a cellular network.
And then we access that information via the internet. We can pull up a map and it shows basically in real time where our vehicles are and where they've been.
Material monitoring and maximizing plow time versus travel time are just a few of the efficiency goals Public Works hopes to meet. But the eventual goal will allow residents direct access to this GPS data collected.
Ultimately, we hope to be able to post this on the internet in a near real-time situation so residents can check out the map and find out where the drivers have been, how soon they might get to their home. It helps us to make sure we don't miss any streets or cul-de-sacs as well once we're fully outfitted.
So far, 20 GPS AVL units have been put in various street and sidewalk plows. Outfitting the rest of the fleet will come with time.
The addition of the GPS to our plow fleet will help us to be more efficient in our routing of vehicles, it'll help us be more efficient in our use of materials, and ultimately it'll help us connect with the residents of Bloomington by allowing them to see where the plows have been and when they might get to their street down the road.
I'm Police Commander Kevin Herman, and it's my job to keep the Bloomington Police Department connected to you.
The men and women, sworn and civilian alike, of the Bloomington Police Department are dedicated, professional, and caring individuals. Protecting the city is all in a day's work, and finding new and improved advancements in technology to assist in that is essential to providing service to the community. One way to provide this service is through video surveillance mounted in every squad car, used to record offenses that can cause serious harm to the driving public. A 2010 decision by the State Office of Traffic Safety to fund hundreds of squad cameras throughout the state caught the Bloomington Police Department's attention almost immediately.
We saw this as a great opportunity to get in on that state grant money and try to outfit our entire patrol fleet with in-squad cameras. We made a bid to outfit the entire fleet. We ended up getting 17 cameras paid for by the state at a price of almost $5,000 a piece, so it was a very sizable grant.
The new state-of-the-art camera system allows evidence gathering and storing to be clean, quick, and concise. It also helps officers go back and look at events that often unfold quickly to see where they can make improvements to their own techniques.
This is the camera system right here. It's got some controls on it here, and then everything is also controlled on the MDC itself on the touch screen. The camera, I said, is running all the time, so that when I actually activate my lights or I hit the record button, it backs up the record 30 seconds. So if I see a violator run the red light in front of me and I hit the record button, I've already recorded 30 seconds before that, and so I see the actual violation.
Arbitrator 360 cameras are now inside every black and white squad, along with every street sergeant's vehicles. And instead of logging and storing endless VHS tapes, technology has allowed for squads to simply do this.
Anytime they come by the police department, there's 2 Wi-Fi spots that the cameras hit. One on the back curb where we do roll call, and then one downstairs where the cars are stored overnight. When they hit those Wi-Fi spots, it automatically downloads and goes to a server over in IS.
This quick logging allows officers to write reports in a timely manner and ultimately will keep many cases out of court. Because, as Commander Herman put it, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, imagine what a moving picture is worth. Officers can spend time on the streets where they can be most productive, serving the residents of Bloomington.
Where do I communicate?
I'm on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. That's where you can reach me.
City information delivered to you.
I like the idea of important city news and events coming straight to me, wherever I am.
If you'd like to view the 2011 State of the City presentation in its entirety, simply log on to the city's website. There has been quite a bit of focus on Bloomington's South Loop District over the past year.
This area, bordered by I-494, Trunk Highway 77 to the Minnesota River Bluff, has the city's greatest renewal potential. From its close proximity to the airport, to its light rail connections to Minneapolis, and its southern border of the Minnesota Wildlife Refuge, South Loop has the recognized potential to be an urban metropolis in a more natural setting. Tree-lined, more walkable streetscapes, street-level retail and office space, and luxury condos similar to those in Woodbury are planned for the South Loop district. Construction on Lindau Link will begin in 2012. This work will lower Lindau Lane, just north of the Mall of America, so the mall can expand into the space next to IKEA and extend Lindau Lane from its current end at 24th Avenue to 30th Avenue. It will establish pedestrian-friendly multimodal transportation corridor connecting South Loop's two major developments, Bloomington Central Station and the Mall of America. Work on the South Loop's Radisson Blu Hotel project is already well underway as we head into 2012. Crews broke ground in June. This 500-room, 13-story luxury hotel is already taking shape and will be the first hotel to be physically connected to the Mall of America. It's expected to bring jobs and revenue to the city from guests who will stay at the hotel and shop at the mall. This project is slated for completion in early 2013. Changes inside the mall have also revitalized the South Loop area. Sea Life Minnesota was unveiled to the public in March. This multi-million-dollar makeover brought the number of animals from 5,000 to 10,000 in the various exhibits. A new Atlantis-themed aquarium was added, as well as more interactive play areas where people can actually get their hands wet. The Mall of America is also undergoing a major light fixture replacement in the parking ramp. They'll change out 5,400 lights with new LED fixtures. The yellowish glow is from the sodium fixtures being replaced. The soft white light are the new LED lights. The project began in early September and will result in significant energy savings at Mall of America, cutting costs by nearly 2/3. The South Loop District Plan is expected to go to the City Council in early 2012. It is here that final plans will be reviewed and approved. The Highway 169 I-494 interchange has been dubbed by MnDOT as one of the busiest interchange systems in the metro area. And in early 2011, work kicked off to make over the entire interchange system.
There's a lot of congestion at this interchange, both during the morning and evening rush hours, particularly due to the traffic signals there. So what this project will do will be to reconstruct the interchange as it is now and remove the 3 traffic signals. We'll be putting in, as you can see, multiple flyover ramps so that there's free-flowing movement at the interchange.
In 2011, the northbound lane of 169 was completed and the new Washington Avenue Bridge spanning I-494 is now open. The traffic signals along 169 were disabled and the frontage road system and flyover bridges were partially constructed. 2 of the 6 roundabouts that will be along the frontage road are now open to motorists. Construction was halted for nearly a month during the July state government shutdown, which put the project a bit behind schedule. In 2012, MnDOT says they'll reconstruct the southbound lanes of Highway 169, finish the remaining work on the frontage roads, and construct the remaining flyover bridges and roundabouts. It's now time for a short break. When we come back, we'll discuss more city projects, events, and services from this past year. Stay right here.
Not all parks have a superhero on duty, so it's up to you to keep parks and trails smoke-free.
was just driving around, minding my own business.
When it came out of nowhere,
Suddenly there were lights all around me.
I'm like, they're coming for me.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I just never thought they'd find me. Not out here.
It doesn't matter where you drive. If you don't buckle up, you will get caught. Cops are cracking down all across the country. Click it or ticket.
And now, another adventure with Savings Man.
Look, honey, the neighbors just bought a big screen TV.
Hey, I just got a bonus at work. Maybe we should get one too.
Hold on there.
Savings Man.
Using your bonus to secure your future by paying down debt or saving is a better way to go.
Well, I declare you're right, Savings Man.
Stay ahead by choosing to save. And don't worry about keeping up with the Joneses.
But their name is Johnson.
For more tips and tools, visit choosetosave.org today.
Welcome back to Bloomington Today's Year in Review show. Now we'll get back to recapping some of the big events that happened in the city in 2011. And this past spring, one big personality made her way to Civic Plaza to teach Mayor Winstead a thing or two about baking in celebration of Older Americans Month. In May, Human Services invited nationally known blue ribbon baker Marjorie Johnson to host a baking demonstration with Mayor Winstead for a sold-out crowd at Bloomington Civic Plaza. Marjorie is well known for her work as a Jay Leno Tonight Show correspondent and frequently appears on shows like The View, Dr. Oz, and The Rosie O'Donnell Show. Together, Mayor Winstead and Marjorie baked ginger snaps.
Then we're going to put the molasses.
Molasses.
And so hold this and put all that in there and get every bit out.
Yep.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. Boy, if you do any rest in my cookbook, get everything out. You pay for those ingredients, so let's not
use
waste
it all.
them.
Okay.
Absolutely.
A crowd roaring with laughter and a room filled with the sweet smell of cookies was a sure sign that Johnson was in the building. And after the cookies had cooled, she stayed on hand to sign copies of her cookbook, The Road to Blue Ribbon Baking with Marjorie, that's filled with award-winning recipes. Before becoming the popular figure she is today, Marjorie, a Minnesota native, first gained attention after winning over 1,000 blue ribbons at the Minnesota State Fair. This year, Parks and Recreation answered the requests of residents by expanding the number of community garden plots.
This year, we've been working hard to expand the existing site. Actually, we're going to expand it from 30 plots to 54 plots. And in addition, we're going to open a second site at Harrison Park, which will have 28 new plots. So we'll have a total of 82.
The 82 plots at Smith and Harrison Park were quickly reserved by residents, and throughout the summer we stopped out at the plots to see how things were growing. Vegetables, herbs, flowers, you name it, the gardens quickly reached their full glory this season. Yuri says that offering community gardens gives apartment and condo dwellers or even single-family homeowners a chance to try the hobby out. Parks and Recreation says they'll keep the expanded plots in 2012 for rental. If you're a resident who would like to apply for one of the 82 plots, applications will be available on the city's website beginning February 1st. Returning community gardeners will have the first opportunity to sign up in late February. Then in early March, other applications will be processed. Bloomington made a push this past year in doing what it can to promote healthy, active lifestyles for residents. And as a part of that push, the mayors of Bloomington, Edina, and Richfield partnered with Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota and kicked off a campaign to promote healthy lifestyles in the 3 neighboring communities called DoTown. DoTown is designed to improve the health of residents by encouraging exercise and providing access to healthy food choices. The late September kickoff event consisted of a presentation and a walk around Normandale Lake, led by the 3 mayors and Blue Cross Blue Shield's well-known Groove Guy.
Everybody move your body up and down, all around, work it out, you got me going
The city has already embarked on several healthy initiatives, including bike trail and bike lane updates, community gardens, and weekly farmers markets, just to name a few. Over the course of the next 18 months, there will be more opportunities for residents to eat right, stay active, and create healthier homes, workplaces, and schools. And to prove just how seriously Mayor Winstead takes the health of the city, he shows off one way he stays active by grooving his body.
I'm Gene Winstead, Mayor of the City of Bloomington. I'm really excited about a collaborative between the cities of Bloomington, Richfield, and Edina. In partnership with Blue Cross Blue Shield, everything we do in the planning and development of our city, we can keep in mind different ways to allow people to live healthier lives. The initiative is Do Town, and we're looking for the help of all of you.
Let me see you shake that body. Come on and work that body. Let me see you good time. Everybody move your body. Let me see you shake your body. Come on and work that body. Let me see you move something.
2011 was an election year as well. Several council seats and the mayor's office was up for election this past fall. A general election was held on November 8th. Gene Winstead was re-elected for a 4-year term. Mayor Winstead has served the city of Bloomington for more than 25 years in various roles, including the city's planning commission, HRA commissioner, and as a city council member. For council member at large, Tim Bussey was elected with more than 5,000 votes. Bussey took the place of former council member Steve Elkins after his appointment to the Metropolitan Council in April. Bussey has a 20-year background in communications and currently serves as the Director for University Services at the University of Minnesota. Jack Beloga was elected as council member for District 3. Beloga has previously served on the city's planning commission. He has 3 decades of experience as a real estate developer and has worked with 10 nonprofit groups. Vern Wilcox, who ran unopposed, was re-elected as the city council representative for District 4. He has served on the city council since 1993. He also has 42 years of community and military involvement in his background. According to the city clerk's office, the total number of ballots cast was 11,106 of the 51,115 registered voters in Bloomington, making voter turnout about 21.73%. Also, in early November, we were given the unique opportunity to find out how street maintenance crews learn to operate the giant plows that dig out Bloomington after a snowfall by being on hand for the Public Works Snow Plow Rodeo. Take a look. Welcome to the Bloomington Snowplow Rodeo. Every year, plow drivers, both old and new, gather at the city's Western maintenance site for the roundup. And as you can see, this isn't your typical rodeo.
The Snowplow Rodeo course is designed to give the drivers an opportunity to refresh their skills driving a plow truck, specifically with the front plow and the wings that extend beyond what a normal truck is. So it gives them a chance to go through the course and remember how to drive and be careful of that wing that sticks out on the side of the truck.
The rodeo course not only tests existing employees' skill levels, but also assists with teaching new employees how to drive and plow. Drivers must avoid parked cars, monitor their plow attachment, and maneuver a Crazy 8 course, complete with dingers.
The idea of these dingers is it's a piece of rebar that's bent. And the idea is that when you come by with the plow, that you just touch the dinger and make it spin. That means you're close enough to the curb or close enough to the object with the plow, hopefully without knocking the whole dinger over, which means you went too far and you have now caused some kind of damage. So it's a way for us to gauge how close the drivers are getting to curb lines.
Drivers are guided through the course once, then sent through, where they'll then be timed and scored. MnDOT uses a simulation obstacle course for their drivers, but according to Eiler, there's nothing like the real thing.
You cannot replace actual driving a truck and having that wing out there and the controls in your hand. So this is real life demonstration, real life activity for the guys in a controlled setting without being in the public.
I even took a turn at the obstacle course, and let me tell you, snowplow drivers deserve a lot of credit. Parked cars seem to disappear when you get near them. You have to be aware of several plow components at once while keeping a lookout for mailboxes, curbs, and other obstructions. Eiler agrees and said that everyone stands to benefit from the training offered to drivers through Bloomington's Snowplow Rodeo.
The employees benefit because they get a chance to sharpen their driving skills. The city benefits because we have a better quality driver out there, so we have the potential of less damage, particularly turf damage. Trying to find curbs is difficult, so that's less things that we have to fix in the spring. The residents benefit from it because we have a better plowing service set. We do a better job of plowing the streets.
It's exercises like the Snowplow Rodeo that prepare drivers for all types of winter weather situations. And that's all the time we have for today. To get more information on city projects, parks, road construction, and events, visit the city's website. To check out past Bloomington Today shows or other city productions, visit Bloomington's YouTube channel, accessible right from the city's homepage. That and so much more is online right now at www.ci.bloomington.mn.us. If Facebook or Twitter isn't your thing, sign up for eSubscribe to have updates sent right to your email or cell phone. This is Bloomington Today, a presentation of the City of Bloomington's Communications Division. I'm Kaylin Cockerill. Thanks so much for joining us for the 2011 Year in Review Show. Happy holidays. We'll see you next year.